A little bit of a late start this morning. Addie Bear and I and Ollie and Ava took it easy. The bulk of the work will be done this afternoon, preparing for the open house. All the horses I wanted to train and get polished up got trained and got polished up. I was very happy with everybody. No real concerns heading into tomorrow. Now, I had a couple of people, first off, I'd like to thank everybody for the cards. I know I didn't get back to the people that sent me the cards. I kept all the cards. I'm going to keep them in the office. I truly appreciate the time and effort anybody goes into sending us a card or any sort of present. It certainly isn't needed. We're very aware of how the stable clients, you, our friends, feel about us. That was pretty abundant in the collage that Kelly put together. Just a great job by her, but a great job by you taking the time to just share what the stable means to you. I know what it means to me, but it means a little something different to everybody. So thank you all very much, and again, I hope you all have a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So with that out of the way, I did have some emails from people asking about the scratches that we had. Who are they and why are they scratched? Great questions. As of right now, we have 3 horses scratched. 2 of them are scratched before the draw was done, and one just scratched recently. She's just getting over the virus. That's Mo Power Baby. Just getting over the virus. We drew her blood to get it looked at. Her white count was still elevated. Still a lot of markers in there. Just glaringly obvious that she's trying to get over this virus. She's the last one in the barn that is really, to be honest, that got sick. Everybody's healthy now, so we're pretty well at 100% workforce heading into the holidays. But Mo Power Baby, I just made a decision that, you know what, I'm not going to push the filly when she's not ready to be pushed. We're going to put her, she's going to finish up her regimen of antibiotics, have some electrolytes run into her, and then herself have a Merry Christmas. So she's off, and then we had 2 scratches, Warwi Yuri and what's that filly's name? I can never get it. Wouldn't It Be Nice? Now, Wouldn't It Be Nice has the entrapment. She's just got to get that trimmed. It's a very minor surgery. We've been through this with a couple of horses before and never had any complications. There's that flap, and now I guess the easiest way to put it in layman's terms, right or wrong, would be that flap that I always categorize it as the flap where you chew food or you swallow, it goes down the wrong hole. Well, that flap that keeps that from doing that. I could be wrong, but that's how I picture it and envision it. That flap, for whatever reason, is stuck. It's stuck open, or it's stuck in. It really, you can treat it and shrink it. But my take on it is that, and in this case it is, there's a little bit of a roughness on that, and it will catch in the future. So they just go in and trim that up a little bit. There's no downtime, there's nothing. But this filly needed to have it done because of the sickness.
What do you mean a flap?
Well, when you're drinking water and the water goes down the wrong hole.
You start coughing?
Yes. Well, there's something that prevents that. And that is the same theoretically is the same in horses, and it can catch sometimes. So they just go in with a scalpel and just trim it up so it's nice and even, and then it heals up quickly, and there's no problems after that.
Doesn't it hurt?
I imagine, they have they're anesthetized, so they're asleep, so it doesn't hurt them at that time. There may be a little soreness when they wake up, but I assume it heals quickly. And considering if you leave it there the way it is, it creates a little ulcer on there, and that can be much more annoying, I think, over the long term than just that little trimming. So wouldn't it be nice going to get that taken care of? Otherwise, no issues with her. And then Warwi Yuri, a lot of people saying, where's Yuri? Listen, guys, I told you, Warwi Yuri's not ready to train right now. He just isn't. Now, again, a lot of the sickness has left and has gone into the top barn. We can start maneuvering. A lot of these horses, the only horse we've had castrated so far is Columbus. That's because he was down in Shed Row 10. So now that this is all dissipated in the top barn, we can start getting some horses castrated over the next week. We can start bringing horses up to get them fluoroscoped. Warwi Yuri and a few others will be on the first boatload up. If there's any issues, then we can deal with it. There's certainly no issue with timing. We've been through this all in the past years, right? Grace had OCDs removed from her hocks. So the concern about having OCDs removed and then having the horses ready to race is non-existent. Having said that, Grace is a small horse. Yuri is a big horse. So I want everybody just to take a deep breath and understand that Yuri, the last thing we want him to do is to start not liking his work, right? We're probably going to castrate him at some point also. But what we want to do... What's wrong?
I burned myself because you went over the bump.
You burnt your mouth? That's all right. I know there's one kid in the back that's deathly terrified because of his mother of burning his mouth. When I was a kid, you know, probably for many of you also, it wasn't winter unless you burnt your mouth on hot chocolate. I'm sorry, but it just happened. It was one of the, just one of those workplace things where if you were a kid and you had hot chocolate to drink, especially if you got it from Tim Hortons when I was a kid, just a tick below volcanic lava. And if you didn't give it time, you'd burn your mouth for sure.
I'm fine with burning my mouth.
That's hot. I almost burnt my mouth. I switched over a little bit. We're going now to the cappuccino with some Irish cream in it. Very good.
Coffee.
No, it's not coffee. Get away.
It's coffee. It says here on the label.
Sit, Ava, stop. So, where we Yuri's going to have the day off also. So that's it for changes on the program, so to speak. My God, Kelly's put together a wonderful program again. It's so frustrating. You know, it's not that we had a ton of clients coming out on the 13th anyway, or the 11th, whenever we were going to do it, but to move it to virtual again is just so frustrating. I've made some pretty vocal statements on Facebook, more just displeasure than anything else. I know everybody's trying to be safe, and we'll all get through this together, but it is a little frustrating. So for those of you in the States, I know when I was in Ohio, it was kind of like business as usual, which was a great feeling. But I hope everybody, all of our clients, are healthy and safe, and as I said, have a very Merry Christmas. So thank you for the cards. We talked about the scratches on the program tomorrow. It should be a great program. Starts at 8:30 in the morning. Tonight, I have to drive Swan's Honey. I was very, very, very close. I know I had a couple of people asking me, Anthony, Rose Above It didn't get in. Do you have any plans to race him anywhere else? I did. I almost entered him in the Meadows. I almost got Tim to enter him in the Meadows. My only concern was with the holidays, could we get the papers back quick enough? I almost double entered LD's Patrick. I said, well, I think there's a chance, you know, he has a chance to win tonight. If he won tonight, we already had him entered in Pennsylvania, we could double dip. But then we would have to get the papers done, get him over there, and I believe Jason would have to stay down as trainer in Pennsylvania because the draw will be done before he raced here. Just a lot of moving parts that we don't need. We don't need this time of year. Rose Above It will race next week. I'm going to train him this morning at the farm. I told Amy this was part of the reason I came in a little bit late. Track's hard. It's that time of year, right? There's still a little water in it. It freezes overnight. Track's a little bit hard. So, as I said to her,
The challenge.
It is a challenge, you're right. I'm going to wait till the track softens up a little bit before we train White Tiger for Monday in the Open. We train Rose Above It also in preparation of next Thursday. I'm going to train him a little bit, and I'm going to put him in Monday to qualify. I talked to Jason about it last night and said, why don't we put this horse in to qualify? If they push the qualifier, or if they push the maiden from Thursday to Friday, that's 4 days. And if they don't, we can go over and probably school him a little bit in like 2-8. Or train him at the track in 2-8, just to make sure he's tight enough for Thursday. Nothing I hate more than going to the track and knowing your horses probably can't do well.
Dad?
What?
When are you going to teach me how to drive?
You're 10 years old.
You did it last year for my birthday.
I can let you jog, yes, but you can't. What do you mean drive?
No, that's what I mean. I want to jog.
You can jog anytime you want to pay attention. We have Swan's Honey, we have LD's Patrick tonight, we have a whole bunch Monday, another big day Monday, both in I think Northfield is Monday too, if I'm not mistaken. We have it might be, no, I think it is Monday. We have Stonebridge Simba drew bad again. I know a lot of people are saying, can we get him out of that series? You couldn't drop him down into that lower condition because of the cap on the purse money and the earnings, so he'll get one more start in there. I'm toying with the idea of maybe bringing him over if we have enough room for everybody. I mean, Stonebridge Sim is a horse I could send it over. I could keep him in Ohio. We could go to Pennsylvania again. He could go to Chicago. He could go anywhere we want him to, and he's going to do good everywhere. And I know every time I mention his name, we get a couple emails from people saying, this is where we should go, this is what we'll do. We're not doing anything just yet. We're going to race him. He's got the 7-hole. You guys know that's not going to be a very, a very good trip and a very good race for Stonebridge Simba, but that's the luck of the draw. There's not much we can do about that. And then obviously, I had told everybody, keep your eye on Tour de Lindy next week. He'll be very, very good. He drew a tough bunch too. So we'll see how Ronnie drives him. I think he'll be as good as he's been in recent memory, I think, looking at his lines. I thought the horse was very good the other day and will only be better this week. So Tour de Lindy is racing on the same night. So we have Tour de Lindy, Stonebridge Simba. Yes, is picked to win the Open. I was a little surprised. There's some heavyweights in there, but he did race good last week. That's 3 in Ohio. Then the 3 we got here, we got Globetrotting, White Tiger, and our boy Locatelli also. Locatelli drew 8, but you know what? That'll give James an opportunity to leave out of there with him. He was leaving on the inside, and then I left with him from the inside the other day. Didn't get away well from the rail. The gate at Mohawk is staggered. It's not built for rail horses to get out of there quick. An 8-horse, you notice how White Tiger leaves really good from the outside all the time? That's why. The gate's staggered. It gives him a good run at them. I think you're going to probably see James race Locatelli somewhere close to the front end. Hope he does anyway. White Tiger is going to be overmatched coming off missing a week, being in the Open. Hope for the best with him. And then the other horse, has been very good, and I hope will continue to be good. Globetrotting's moving up from the bottom class to the 18,000 class, but still looked razor sharp the other day. We did make one tiny shoeing change to her. We put a bar in the middle of her shoe. James thought she was a little pacey going out of there, a little pacey finishing up, but was really, really strong. She's always had some issues with her feet. So we maybe tried to head it off at the pass. Put a little bar on her foot. We'll see how she trots this week. I'm eager and very interested to see how she gets along. So that's a big week of racing coming up for us, guys. We get the open house on Friday. We get Santa on Saturday. Boxing Day on Sunday. Spend some time with your friends and your family, especially now more than ever. I know we are. I hope you are too. And I hope. Okay, thank you, Mariah. So it should be a great time for everybody. I hope. You can only hope it's a great Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day for everybody. For those of you in the States that don't know what Boxing Day is, I don't know why, but the day after Christmas here in Canada, we call it Boxing Day. There's lots of shopping.
Why do they call it Boxing Day?
Ava, why are you asking questions I just asked? I just literally told them I don't know why they call it Boxing Day, and you asked me. So, Boxing Day, there'll be lots of shopping, lots of festivities, and lots of racing on Boxing Day. We won't be doing any racing. It allows everybody just to sit down and relax and catch your breath, because buckle up, January 1st, it's going to be full speed ahead. January 17th, we have the sale coming up. Think about that. If you want to take some time this afternoon, click on the Tatter Sales, TATTERSALLS, Tatter Sales. This is the sale at the Meadowlands, the mix sale. A lot of pretty talented animals in there. Now, will we be able to find value? I don't know, but I am going to be there to find out. So January 17th is, mark that on your calendar. That's the next big day for us, and lots of racing in between. So for me and for Addie, who went to daycare, these two little mongrels, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you all very soon.